Oh, boys and girls, the wait is over. We finally have our release date for Football Manager 2021. And that release date is Tuesday, the 24th of November this year. Not a million miles away from the release date of last year, considering we were warned to brace ourselves for a late release this year. Yeah, it's a couple of weeks later than it has been previously. But to get the game out in November is absolutely insane. Massive round of applause and thanks for Sports Interactive. That is an incredible effort from a development team that haven't been in the office since February, March time. It's all been done remotely and they're getting the game out still in November. And of course, a November 24th release means we're going to, as usual, get the beta a couple of weeks before that. So you should be expecting to be playing a version of FM21 from early November onwards, couple of weeks before. We're looking at 8th to the 12th, I would guess, somewhere in that range for the beta to drop. And that is, again, about a week later than what we've had it in previous years, which is absolute madness. Good work, Football Manager. Of course, if you do want to secure your chance to play on that beta, you need to pre-order the game. Now, you could go and pre-order it directly from Football Manager. You could type into Google, what's the cheapest place to buy Football Manager from? Or you could buy it from your old pal Kev and save yourself a little bit of money against the price on Steam, whilst also supporting the channel, keeping me in snazzy shirts and nice jackets and all that kind of stuff. And you can do that using the link in the description below and discount code LOLLUJO. Come with me. Allow me to show you how this works. So we're over on my Twitter, where, by the way, on my Twitter, I'm also doing an FM21 giveaway, the first of many. So if you want a chance to get the game for free, there is a tweet for you to retweet somewhere here. So you just retweet that. Make sure you're following me on Twitter, and then I'll be announcing the giveaway of that one. Then there'll be lots of these. I spent over £300 on versions of FM to give away last year. We'll be doing a similar kind of thing this year if the link is supported, because basically when people buy through my link, a certain portion of that I stick to one side to give back as codes for giveaways. So there's the first giveaway code. But if you want to buy a copy of the game through me, very simple. Go to this address. It's the same address as what you've got in the description down below. It brings you to this website where it initially says $35.99, and I hear the panic. Don't worry though. You get a further discount when you use the discount code at checkout. So add it to your basket, go to checkout, get yourself logged in, as I am doing here. And then at checkout, as you can see, I've already done it because I've already bought one for the giveaway. But you type in LOLLUJO there, hit apply, and then that gives you the further discount at checkout. So it's £32.39. Just agree to that, hit confirm payment. You get a Steam code immediately, which you can then put in Steam, and you see the game sat there in Steam right now. You can't play it yet, but as soon as the beta's out, it'll unlock. You get FM Touch as part of this deal as well. And as I say, any copies of the game that are bought through this link not only save you a few quid, as you can see, against the price on Steam, but they help support the channel, and it is much appreciated. So big thanks to everyone who's used my link so far, and to everyone who goes ahead and uses it. And good luck to those of you in the competition. So that's enough of the sales pitch. This is going to be the first of many FM21 videos that appear on the channel in the coming weeks and months. I'm going to be doing videos telling you about my plans, what series I've got and when. As soon as we get some features announced, there'll definitely be videos on those. The talk on the thing that we're going to have a look on in a second is that features are going to be coming in October. But we're going to work with what we've got at the moment and kind of disassemble what they've already given us. We've had a trailer and we've had a website. So we're going to have a look at those, see what we've got, and see if we can piece together any clues or even a couple of significant announcements. It's coming to Xbox. Spoilers. Right, let's jump onto the Football Manager website. This is their tagline for this year. These are our colours, and new versions of the game art kind of stuff. And confirmation that the game is out on November 24th. In case you didn't believe me, you can pre-purchase on here, but you don't want to do that. You want to do it through my link that we looked at before. But we have the trailer. So let's have a look at the trailer. I'll shut up so we can hear it. We'll watch through the trailer, and then we'll have a look through the website as well. So, trailer, go!
For their embattled beleaguered manager, it feels like this could be last chance saloon as the new year looms ahead.
The pressure is on.
Les enjeux ne peuvent pas être plus importants. Der Trainer sieht sehr verärgert aus.
Surely they won't slip up here tonight. Quel but!
So no gameplay, no features, which, I mean, that's fine. It would have been nice to have them, but I can accept not having them. What I'm trying to do is get back to that last page. This is where we get the first little... Kev, pause. This is where we get our first little snippets of information. So firstly, November 24th, we already knew about that. You get the 10% discount through them and then another 10% discount through my link as well. But at the bottom here, it's got confirmation of the platforms that it's going to be on. So Steam, as ever. There are a lot of people, when the Epic Games deal was announced last week, were a little bit concerned that the game was going to be exclusive to the Epic Games Store. It's not. It's going to be on Steam. In fact, the one that you buy through my link is a Steam code, so it's available on Steam. It is going to be available on the Epic Games Store, as announced last week. So 2 different options for buying it on PC. But it's coming back to proper consoles for the first time in years. I mean, it's been on Switch for a few years now. Every year I've done my little have a look at how the game works on Switch. And don't you worry, I'll be getting a copy of the game on every one of these systems so I can show you how it looks as and when they're available. But in addition to the Switch version that's been there for years, it is coming back to Xbox. Not just the new gen either. The current generation Xbox One is getting a version of Football Manager on Xbox, and it's also coming to the Series X, Series S. What is that logo? I don't know what that logo is. Is that That's not Stadia, is it? And then, oh no, that's the Google Play Store, isn't it? And that's the Apple App Store, so it's coming to the App Stores as well. So that's your trailer. And I mean, that is huge news, the fact that it's coming to the Xbox. And if we have a look to see if there's any more snippets of information that we've got on here, confirmation that features and licensing updates will be revealed early October across social channels. Licensing updates, I think, is an interesting one because that suggests there's going to be some changes. So obviously, we've not had the Premier League license forever. I can't imagine they're going to get the Premier League license, but we did have the Bundesliga license added relatively recently. I assume that's going to stay in there. But it'll be interesting to see what licenses maybe get added. I can't imagine they're going to make a big song and dance about licenses being removed. So I think, to me, that suggests there's going to be some new licenses added, which will be awesome, especially as it's coming to Xbox. And you won't be able to mod on Xbox. So for it to really hit and be a smash hit on Xbox, I think you need those Premier League licenses. I don't know that I can't imagine they're going to get them, but I wouldn't be absolutely flabbergasted if they did with it coming to Xbox, because I imagine with coming to Xbox, there's a little bit of Xbox money sloshing around. I assume that's how these things work. Again, I have no idea. There's your confirmation of the early signing bonus that they always do. So the 10% early access. So the standard price for the game is $39.99. It's $35.99 if you buy it directly through Sports Interactive. And then, as I keep mentioning, got to pay them bills. Through my link, you get an additional 10% off that, which brings it in at the moment to £32.39. And there's your confirmation as well that early access should be available roughly 2 weeks prior to the November 24th street date and will be available for the first time on the Epic Games Store as well as Steam. So as long as you've got a pre-order via Steam or Epic, you get access to the beta that's going to be out a couple of weeks before the game. And by Steam, it means Steam or Sega approved retailers. So again, 2Game, the company that I use, you do get their beta as part of that. And then this is your big news about Xbox coming back. It's interesting that it's FM21 Xbox rather than touch or mobile or anything else. It looks like they're doing a specific version for the Xbox, whereas the Switch one was always called touch. But for the first time in more than a decade, Football Manager will return to Xbox. Release date to be confirmed. I read somewhere on social media they're looking at December for the release date on the Xbox console. Modelled on the popular Touch series, so it's not Touch, but modelled on Touch. FM21 Xbox Edition thrusts you onto the big stage with a tailored version of the game that's been fully customized for optimal performance with the Xbox controller. If you've ever played the Switch version or the Stadia version, they've kind of mastered controller controls now. So it's going to be a different experience to what it was last time it was on Xbox, which will be pretty cool. And Microsoft's Play Anywhere functionality allows you to kick off your career in style on console and then pick up your season on Windows 10 PC. Keep an eye on our social media channels in early November for full feature details and functionality info. Now, what I wouldn't read into that is that it will be cross-play with Steam. I suggest that's not the case. I think what that means is obviously Xbox is, as well as a console, it's now a software platform that you can get on PC. So I think what this is meaning is if you've got a save on your Xbox console, you'll also be able to get the game through Xbox on PC. As you won't have to buy it again, it will be part of it. It will be for Xbox on PC, and you'll be able to play the save on both. That's how I interpret that. Whether you'll be able to mod it or not, I don't know. Can you mod on the existing Xbox on PC version? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. I've not really used it. That would be interesting to find out. And there's your confirmation. It is coming back to Switch, iPad, phone. I mean, tablet and phone, I guess, not just iPad. So Football Manager Touch and Mobile also returning for the new season after outstanding performances in their last campaign. FM21 Touch on Nintendo Switch will be released in December, so that's not going to be out at launch of the PC game. And details for other platforms will be revealed on our social channels in early October. Full features info can be expected in early November. So that says to me we might not get mobile and touch on tablets at that November 24th launch day. They're going to confirm everything next month, and then features for these will be out in November. So as you can imagine, I think prioritization for the PC version, which you can understand it is their bread and butter, that's going to be out November 24th. We get features next month, everything else out the month after, and features in November around about the time the full game is launching. The one thing that is notable by its absence anywhere on here is mention of Stadia, but Miles on Twitter did mention that Stadia is still likely to happen. It's just not ready yet. So I think they're just waiting until they can fully confirm Stadia coming out. But there we have it. We have a date. We can start making some plans. I can start making some plans, and certainly keep an eye on the channel for over the next week or so for a video coming out where I will detail my plans for what I'm going to be doing as part of FM21, both on YouTube and Twitch. And yeah, we'll get that out there in the very near future. So if you are excited for all the FM21 content that's going to be coming your way in the coming weeks and months, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so you don't miss out on these videos as they drop. There's going to be news dropping as and when now. We don't know when it's coming, so make sure you ring that bell so you get the notification when it does. Like this video if you've enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching.